Hello everyone! Today we're going to introduce the abilities of the final new character for Legends Festival 2022. Ultra Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta. As always, these abilities are still in development and as such they are subject to change. Please check in-game for more details after the release. Let's get started with the basic information. Gogeta will be a melee type with the element purple. The tags will be Saiyan, Fusion, Fusion Warrior, Gaki, and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, and the episode will be sagas from the movies. Now, for the Z ability. Z ability 3 will boost special move damage inflicted by Tag Fusion Warrior, as well as base strike attack and defense for Tag Fusion Warrior and Tag Saiyan during battle. You'll definitely want Gogeta for your Fusion Warrior parties. Let's check out some actual gameplay footage. First, the Strike Arts. It has Blast Armor, meaning that even if your enemy uses a Blast Art, your attack won't be interrupted. On hit, it reduces own special move arts cost, so the more Strike Arts attacks you land, the more cheaply you'll be able to fire off a special move arts. Next up is Blast Arts. Just like the Strike Arts, landing at Blast Arts will reduce own special move arts cost. Moving on to the Special Arts. It will draw a special move arts card's next, restore own ki, and increase damage inflicted. It will also nullify your enemy's special cover changes. Plus, it will have some extra effects depending on the number of timer counts elapsed. After 30 counts, unfavorable element factors will be nullified. After 60, not only will unfavorable element factors again be nullified, but your vanishing gauge will be greatly restored. Being able to restore ki, boost damage, and even nullify special cover changes allows the special arts to be the start of an overwhelming offense. Now, the special move arts. It has Blast Armor when charging forward. On activation, it will restore ki and boost special move damage. You can already reduce special move arts cost with the strike and blast arts, so restoring some ki when you activate one makes for some really easy to use, low cost special move arts. Let's talk ultimate arts. This arts also has blast armor when charging forward. It will boost own ultimate damage inflicted, nullify enemy endurance effects, and cancel the attribute upgrades and buff effects. You'll never have to fear opponents who are always on the defense, with this powerful ultimate arts that can even ignore endurance effects. Next up, the main ability. It will draw an ultimate arts card, restore an own health and ki, reduce enemy damage reduction effects, cancel own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, and even greatly reduce their ki. Not only that, but it will even destroy all of their cards. This main ability puts you in a good position to use your ultimate arts, while also severely limiting your opponent's options. The first unique ability will boost own damage inflicted and reduce damage received at battle start. It can also increase arts card draw speed, reduce all arts costs, and reduce the enemy's damage reduction effects. We'll talk more in depth about this later, but Gogeta also has a unique gauge that can be charged. Getting back to this unique ability. It has incredible offensive capabilities that boost your firepower and combo potential while weakening your opponent's defenses. That's not all. When activating Rising Rush, the vanishing gauge will be restored to 100% and the enemy's endurance effects will be nullified. In addition, Gogeta will restore own ki upon landing a strike or blast arts hit. You won't have to worry about endurance effects when using Rising Rush, so feel free to use it against enemies you might normally hesitate against. This unique also has additional effects that activate after a certain number of timer counts elapse. After 30 counts have elapsed, Gogeta gets a boost to own damage, special move damage and ultimate damage, and even an increase to ki recovery speed. After 60 counts, Gogeta will get an additional boost to own damage inflicted, an increase to arts card draw speed, and an increase to ki recovery. All effects that activate according to the timer count are uncancelable. Gogeta will continue getting stronger and stronger as the battle progresses and will seem nigh unstoppable by the end. Continuing with the second unique ability. First, it gives Gogeta a special cover change against both strike and blast arts attacks that knock the enemy back to the long range. You'll be able to combo into a special move art after changing cover. When the enemy uses a special move, Awakening, or ultimate arts while Gogeta is on the field, unfavorable element factors will be nullified, and the enemy's ki recovery speed will be greatly reduced. Having a special cover change against both strike and blast arts, as well as nullifying unfavorable element factors when an enemy uses a special move, Awakening, or ultimate arts makes this a reliable defensive ability. Now, for what makes this character truly unique. Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta has a unique gauge that charges up when Gogeta receives an enemy arts attack. When a unique gauge is full, it will be consumed to unleash a counter against enemy blast arts or ranged special move or special arts with some exceptions. This counter can activate when standing still, when slide moving, when stepping left or right, or even when already under attack. That means that even if your opponent is in the middle of their combo, if they use a blast arts or a ranged special move or special arts, then Gogeta will not only end their combo, but will also deal some damage. When a counter lands, this character will draw a special move arts and restore ki. That means that landing Gogeta's counter will allow you to follow up with a special move arts. It is truly a fearsome ability. Other effects that activate when the gauge is full include restoring own health, nullifying own unfavorable element factors, and nullifying enemy special cover changes. In addition, it will reduce ally substitution counts, reduce the enemy's Dragon Balls by 1, and even destroy all of their strike arts cards. Being able to restore own health while also getting rid of your opponent's strike arts cards makes it easy to activate this character's counter. This unique gauge has many effects to give you an edge throughout the battle and even unleashes a powerful counter, making it a mighty ability worthy of the Gogeta name. Lastly, we have the Ultra ability. At battle start, if Gogeta is the leader, then the ability will grant an uncancelable buff to damage inflicted and to ki recovery speed. And if Gogeta is not the leader, then at battle start it will grant buffs to the damage inflicted and ki recovery speed based on the number of tag Fusion Warrior, battle or support members. These will also be uncancelable. It counts up to 3 battle members and up to 3 support members for a maximum effect at 6 characters. This powerful ability is something you don't want to miss for your Fusion Warrior parties. Ultra Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta has elite level abilities like powerful bonuses to damage inflicted at battle start, and those abilities will get boosted even further as the battle goes on. This character shows its true might in the final stages of battle. And don't forget about the counter against blast arts or ranged special move or special arts either. It's tremendous! So be sure to get Ultra Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta and see for yourself.